headstand is one of those spectacular poses, but rather than just going for it, I'd really like to show you how to take more weight on your arms and less on your precious neck. And the main reason is that our neck vertebrae, if you have a look at them, are far more delicate and tiny compared to our lumbar vertebrae, which are built for taking load. Our neck vertebrae, not so much, far more delicate. And so we need to think about, how can I get more weight on my arms? And the best way to do that is to shrug your shoulders and then unshrug. So that's how, as you press the forearms into the earth, that you're going to take less weight on the neck and head and more through the arms. Think about it as 90% through the arms and 10% of your body weight through your head. A great way to practice is standing or seated like this before we even turn our world upside down, to practice a headstand here. So if you have a look, your elbows should be shoulder width apart, and that's creating a nice stable triangle rather than the elbows being wide. That's more of a line and less stability there. Hugging the hands into the head and pressing the head into the hands as well. But it's this shrug and unshrug. So if you shrug your shoulders up to your ears, and that's going to be 100% of the body weight on your head and your precious neck. So as you unshrug and press the forearms into the floor, at the moment we're pressing them up to the ceiling, you should find that there's more space here. So if you look at your little yoga photos, then make sure that you want plenty of space between the shoulders and the ears, as opposed to this sort of position. And here's the back view. So rather than this sort of shape, shoulders and ears, versus the unshrug. And that'll make a massive difference. At it in the proper headstand position. So this is a shrug and this is unshrug. So you want as much space here rather than the shoulders collapsing down. Once you get up, then you want to think activate, so hugging everything in. Could be good to practice even just standing with a block in between the legs and feel how much activation. The moment you're active and strong in your headstand, then there'll be less of this kind of seaweed, spaghetti-like shape, and that will help to stabilize you as well. You can practice up against the wall or even up against a couch, so having your head on the floor and resting your hips against the couch so that you can get that sense of stability and center, finding your own center. The other tricky bit is that we don't know what straight is anymore. We've all had our share of stacks and spills in our life, or maybe carrying a heavy school bag or handbag. And if you even look at my shoulders here, one shoulder is higher than the other, and my neck, there's a natural curve there. So what I'm saying is that it's really difficult to assess what straight is, and especially once you go upside down. So you don't want all your weight on the head and your neck being in this sort of position if you're turned upside down. So doing your best to keep a straight alignment, but by taking 90% of the body weight on the arms, then that means that your neck's in a far safer position.